best homeschooling books that I think are the best. Come on, follow me. So this is one of my favorites, questions and answers about time, with over 60 flaps.
Here, let's put them all. So this series is the question and answers. It's the Lift the Flap question and answer series. So we have, which ones do we have here? So we have time, science, body, you can read them.
Nature, food, atlas.
Oh, that one's in the wrong spot. That's okay, we'll go back to that one.
World, space, animals, dinosaurs, and
That's just general knowledge.
general knowledge.
Okay, so all of these have over 60 flaps in them. They're all Lift the Flaps. And the question series is the Lift the Flap questions and answers series. I think this was the first one, and then they started going dinosaurs, space, etc. And then you look at them, and they have different questions, and you can lift the flaps to see them. So that is one of our favorite series that we use, and you like those ones a lot, huh? The next series, we're going to go kind of quick with this so that it doesn't end up being really a crazy long video. But the next one is the Lift the Flap. We love the Lift the Flaps, and all of them are nonfiction, and that's what I like about them as well. And so this one is all Lift the Flaps, and then there's different ones. So that's periodic table. You can go ahead, Liam, and show them. So that one's pretty cool. Has all kinds of stuff. Let me hold still for a second. Let me zoom in on some of it. Hold on, don't flip. That's the opposite of what I want you to do. Not you, the camera's going crazy here. Okay. So, and then it has a ton of flaps, so you can put that one to the side. And then we have fractions and decimals. You don't have to flip through all of them, just do like a couple pages of each.
Okay.
Just to show. And then how does it work? So they ask you questions, or?
Fractions are used for parts of numbers. I ordered half a pizza. And then you have to guess. This means one part out of two, where two parts make a whole. Turn the page to find out more about fractions. This is my half yum.
So that one is the fractions one, and there's all kinds of little games and stuff you can do. So you can take that. The next one is the times tables. Yep.
So this one, I use the table when shopping. The what?
Tables. So you use the tables when you're shopping.
If a star fruit costs 10 space pennies, 8 star fruits will cost 10 times 8 is 80.
Right. So that has all kinds of stuff in it. So that one's pretty cool too. And then there's the times.
This was the first one that we have had, and it's actually a pretty good book.
Yeah, you like that one, huh?
It's just like
your activity book?
Yeah, one of my school activity books.
Yep, we'll get to that one in a minute. I have that out as well.
And we have Lift the Flap telling the time. This one I love. In this book, you'll learn how to tell the time using two types of clocks.
Yep.
So this one is clocks with moving hands are called analog clocks. Clocks which show the time on a screen are called digital clocks.
Okay, we don't have to read all of them. We can just kind of flip through a little bit. But that one's pretty cool too. Has lots of different things to help you learn to tell the time, right?
Who had the fastest time? It was this guy. So that's telling time. And what does that say?
Lift the flap. That one's measuring things.
And this one is actually pretty fun too.
That's all about how to measure different things, and you know they have a ton of flaps and stuff, and how to measure flat shapes or like the weight and stuff like that as well. There's lots of things in there. So you can go to the next one. We have a ton of them to get through.
Next we have art with the flap.
And that's the same exact concept of all the lift the flaps are the same. This one is, so it would be art. And it has different, art, art things. Then lift the flap, general knowledge. Same thing, this is just a bunch of rando facts. Okay, you don't have to flip through all of it, Liam. Those are awesome. All the lift the flaps are really, really cool. The next one, in Bronx's video, you saw a lot of the peek inside books. So these ones are the look inside books, and there's
These ones are more like mine and Evan's age.
Yeah, these ones are like for older. So there's look inside, castle, mummies and pyramids.
Food, our world, in the jungle.
Yep. And then you can look at them here. Hold still and let me zoom in. They're really pretty, but you see, if you remember in that video, and I have some to do a side-by-side comparison too in this video just to show you guys, but if you look at them, you'll see that the peek inside were the ones Bronx had. They were, really small chunks of information. The look inside, it gets a little bit more information, and then you can see there's a lot more words than there were in his books. And then in the see inside, which we'll see in a few minutes, those ones are a lot more words than the look inside and peek inside. So there's 3 different tiers. It's peek inside, look inside, see inside. So those are,
that's our world.
yeah.
This is food.
Yeah. Tons and tons of information in there. Like I said, we don't have to go through like every single one, because we'll be here all day. There's so much information in these books, it's crazy.
And this is mummies and pyramids.
That one's one of your favorites, huh?
I love this one.
Yeah, lots of stuff in there. Lots of tons of information.
I feel like I should say this was the first one that we had.
It might be. I don't remember. We have so many of them now. I don't remember what order they came in. All right, we can be done with those for a minute. Oh, yeah, and the lift the flap. This was the next one. This is the lift the flap picture atlas. This one went with the like fractions and decimals and those ones. And it's just a picture atlas. And it's all the flaps and everything. Again, nonfiction information. So you can see here, what is this one? South America. So I'll show you. Hold on. Leave it flat for a second. You can see all the information.
This is
lots of stuff there.
Europe.
Yep, Europe. Very good.
Africa.
Tons of information.
Asia.
I'm trying to keep the lighting good in here today. All right, let's go to the see insides.
Okay.
Well, honey.
Okay.
Okay.
This is see inside.
So these ones are all the see insides. Let me pull them over there for you, Liam. Hold on. Okay.
This is see inside the First World War. One of my favorites too. This was one of my First World War books.
Yeah, and you've since got a bunch from them, huh? You like the ones about the World War.
We have the World War II, and I have a sticker book for school that's World War I and World War II.
Yeah, that one's Osborne too.
Yep.
Okay, the Save the Universe one, because I want to do that one, because I have the other ones as example.
Yep.
So we have see inside energy.
Where does energy come from? that said.
And then there's just tons and tons of information and flaps in these. And I'll try to zoom in so you can see. Hold on. All right, go ahead and close it. And they just open up. There's lots and lots of information. So you'll see from the look inside to these, obviously you can see there's, you know, a lot more words in there.
These are like my Nevin's age again.
Yep.
And we have see inside your body.
Those are pretty cool. You guys like the body books too.
We have
So,
lots
and then
lots
there's
of them.
tons of flaps and stuff. All of these are the flaps. And then there's lots of information in there. All right, you can keep going. And then
This
what's
is great
cities?
cities. So this is Sydney.
Yep.
And that's Big Ben.
Go play.
Right here is Big Ben. And the Statue of Liberty. Where is
That
it?
one's Venice.
Does it have the landmark? Anywhere in this picture?
Yeah, there's lots of them. We don't have to go on all of them. But they just
UFO
show...
watching.
Just these are all of the great cities, so it goes over all of those.
And we have See Inside Planet Earth.
We're not going to go through every single one of them. So see inside planet Earth, weather and climate. Okay. Under the sea.
Under the sea, trains, how things work.
Yeah. And they all look, see inside, exploration and discovery. So they all look the exact same, you know, basically, but they have different information in them and things. So now
This one
hold on. I want to do this together so they can see the difference. So this one is Peek Inside Space. So you'll see
We saw
these
this
are,
one when Bronx did the video.
yep, you'll see just little sentences, just little things here and there. Okay, so that is a peek inside. And then you go to a look inside and you can see
They have a lot more
a lot more words.
So that's
Okay, so that's look inside, and then
this
see
is
inside.
See inside.
See, it's way
Way
more in
a lot.
depth.
Yeah, a lot more words, a
Right,
lot more things Bronx can't really do.
right. So those are the difference between the see inside, peek inside, and look inside. All right, we can be done with those. All right, next we have a ton of these. I didn't bring them all out because we brought everything out from our schoolroom to come out here in the kitchen where the lighting is a little bit better. But these are the big book of, and we have
And this one's my favorite.
the bugs. Yeah, you can show a couple in that.
There's with 4 different fold outs, so I'll show you all the fold outs.
So they fold out, and there's long, it opens all the way up the length of the book, and then lots of information in there. Oh, you fold it out the other way too.
Oh, you did?
Ew, look at the tarantula. Okay. Oh yeah, that one might not fold
Oh,
out that
this
way.
one, this kind. I really want to see this kind, but I haven't. We've seen a green praying mantis and a brown praying mantis.
Yeah. So it just has lots of fold outs, lots of information. Really cool.
Hold on.
Oh, one more.
There's a martyr,
Oh yeah, lots of them.
which are almost extinct. And there's one more. Oh, I guess that was all 4.
Okay, so that's Big Book of Bugs,
And this is-
Stars and Planets, Body. They have a ton of these. Keep going. Show all the titles first.
Bodies,
Dinosaurs,
dinosaur, and
sea creatures. But they have we have trains and tractors in there. Heavy equipment. I don't know. There's just a ton of them. So like whatever, if you have one thing that your kid's obsessed with, you could get like one of those and they would be really cool.
so we have these little Osborne books, elephant, horses and ponies,
These again are
Dangerous
nonfiction.
animals.
These are readers for them. Can you open up one? Just so we can see what it looks like. I know you like that one the best. So these are readers, but they're also, like I said, nonfiction with all the information. Hold still for a second. Stop. Stop. And then it tells you inside, like it's a reader, but it has like a lot of information. They're more advanced. I mean, you wouldn't want to get them for somebody just starting out to read, but they like them because even Bronx loves me to read these to him, and they have like actual facts in them and stuff. They're not fictional stories about these things. They're the actual, it's like real information about it.
We have castles, storms and hurricanes, weather, which is almost the same as that one.
Well, we have all of these. There's like so many of these. You can look on the website. There's a ton of them, and we literally have probably pretty close to all of them, but I don't, like I said, I didn't bring everything out here.
And this is Wheel Nuts, Crazy Race on Earth. And
What number is that one?
number 5. So I think they only have 5
There's
series.
only 5. It's, yeah, 5
And
of them in the series.
I have all 5 of them.
Can you flip through a little bit? Now this is another reader. This is fictional, just like a fun story, and it's like comic book style. It's really cool. Kind of like Captain Underpants, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's my favorite kind.
So it just breaks it up a little bit so it's not just words. There's lots of art and stuff for them to look at too. All right.
And we have Late
Night
at
the
the Zoo.
Now this is a whole set. Hold on with these ones. Let's do this one first. This one is a whole set. So I don't remember what number is this. So this one's number 10. I don't remember the sets right next to you. But it's a reading set. So this is book 10 in the set. So when you see the words, you can know.
And we almost have,
See, this is like what a number 10 would be in this series. So it's more for like when they're starting to read and stuff as well.
and they show you all the series. These are all the series we have, every single one of them.
Yeah.
This one is more for like Evan because he's still starting to learn how to read in Bronx. So these kind are
Yeah.
for him.
And then
and
these ones are really
How
pretty.
the whale got his throat.
These ones are like $3.99. These ones, the art is
So-
awesome in them, and you can see the words for what age it would be.
So a fish told him to eat a man,
All right.
and his boat got stuck. And when he let him out, he got his throat.
Okay, those are random, so let's go to these Shine-a-Lights. You can put those over on the table.
Where's he find?
It's over there on the counter. All right, so these are the Shine-a-Lights. I absolutely love these, and these are nonfiction as well. I use a lot of them because they have a lot of information, and they have like a story with them.
There's light in here.
Nope, hold on. You have to drag it down. Turn on the flashlight there. Okay, so we have Secrets of the Seashore. These are all Shine-a-Lights. These are not all of them. They have probably 20. I don't know. They have a lot. So we don't have every single one. But Seashore, Apple Tree, Space Station, Rainforest, Winter, Human Body, Camouflage, Animal Camouflage, Earth, Wonders of the USA. Okay, and then how these work, any of the Shine-a-Lights, and like I said, there's a ton. A new one just came out at the hospital,
will
garage,
show
in
you.
the city. There's tons of them.
So
So here's how they work. So
look
you read the
inside.
story.
and
Pull the flashlight back a little bit. There you go. And then
see
you can
this.
see, you shine the flashlight in to see a little bit of the story. Pull the flashlight back some. Now put it closer. There you go. And you'll be able to see the whole thing. So you can see a baby in her tummy. And then it has stuff on the other side and it tells you all about it. And you can see like the bones behind there. See, he's got all of his bones right there. So these ones are really, really popular. And the kids really love these.
really
These make great birthday presents too. So you could give them to somebody and like give them a flashlight and stuff with it. It's just really cool.
there's the United States of America.
Yep, you have to pull the flashlight back. These are really cool too for like camping or, you know, in a fort, like reading in a fort. All right, let's put all those away and do the next round too. Because we're already approaching the 20-minute mark here and I'm trying to hurry.
Wow.
All right, next one is just a ton of randos. These ones don't really fit into a category. We have timelines of world history. So just open that up for me so I can just show them. This is kind of what it looks like. It goes through a timeline across the top. And then you'll see all the information in there. That one's a really cool one. Human body. That's the flexi binding, so it's just kind of like a soft paperback, but kind of more firm than paperback. Tons and tons of information. Okay, go ahead. Gardening for beginners. This is the spiral bound, so these ones are really, really nice. And there's all kinds of stuff about gardening. Go ahead and flip like a little bit quicker. There you go. Tons of things about gardening. These are the illustrated thesaurus.
Kind of like an index.
No, it's kind of like a thesaurus.
It's a thesaurus.
It's when you're trying to find a different word. So it gives you all kinds of other words you can use when you guys are writing.
Well, it's kind of like an index because it...
A little bit, I guess. So, big picture atlas. This one's super cute, too. Again, just look at the detail and stuff in these. The kids just absolutely
South America.
love these. All right, we're going to keep going. Thanks. 50 states in every vehicle. This is just like a little storybook. But this one, there's a lot of information in here. And you can see it's just a really cool story. And then it talks about the different states and stuff. And this one's actually, I think it was like 48 pages long. It's huge. And it's hardcover. This was a really nice one. Okay. It all started with a seed. Or starts with a seed. This one is another one about growing and explains plants, nature, stuff like that.
Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3, and
Yep.
Stage 4.
Okay, keep going.
And then Stage 5, it's fully grown.
So that's really cool. Go ahead and flip through. There you go. All right, good job. Thank you. Next one is 1,000 Things in Nature. Now these books, I love these 1,000 Things books because they have a ton of them, or 199 things. There's a bunch of different ones of these, but it has, hold on one second. You can zoom in and see, it just has all of the different things in nature, and then it has their names. So when the kids are writing, I love these books because they can look up how to spell the word, and it makes it a lot easier on me instead of me just telling them. They look it up in these books and they're able to spell them.
And me and Evan have nature journals, and it asks us to find all of the animals that we know in our woods. So we look through them and we just look at them. So if we have monarchs, so I wrote down monarch. I wrote down monarchs because they're by us. And
Let me zoom in a little bit. So
red fox we have northern American raccoon.
we'll be here all day though if we do that, right? Because there's a lot in there. All right, illustrated dictionary. So this is just basically that. It's a dictionary. So that's good.
Second video.
Okay, so we have illustrated grammar and punctuation.
Ready.
Now this one, hold still, just has different things about grammar and punctuation in it. So that one's a really cool one. We have, Evan's desk's dirty, we gotta wash it.
Outdoor back.
The outdoor book. So this one is cool. Get to flipping. And it has just all kinds of stuff you can do in it. And hold on right there. Go back to the snow.
Cool.
Yeah. So it says right here. Hold still. And it just tells you like different things, like how to build an igloo outside, things you can do in the winter and snow, things you could do in the rain, things you can do with the clouds. It's a really, really cool nature book. Hardcover, gorgeous, gorgeous book.
This one is really cool. I was just reading it this morning. It has weird things in it, but it's super cool.
So this one is Bear Grylls Extreme Planet. There are a ton of the Bear Grylls books.
Disgusting.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty. That's not vegan. There's a ton of the Bears Grylls books. This was the first one I've ordered personally to have, and I absolutely love it. And I ordered it for Liam, and he absolutely loves it too. So it's really cool.
Wait, where's the head shrinker one? Oh, right there.
The shrunken heads. And we learned about those at the museum too, didn't
And this is how many sheets of paper you can make in the Amazon forest.
All right.
This is a 25-foot long anaconda, and luckily it lived 60 million years ago. But we still have giant ones.
Well, yeah, we still have anacondas. So this next series is 100 Things to Know About, and they have space, history, food, science maybe. There's a couple other ones in there. So this is the first one I ordered to check out, and this is 100 Things to Know About Space. And it's really, really cool. My husband's into space a lot as well and starting to like get into that now, and he was actually reading this book as well. So you can see it's just colored pictures.
What I don't understand
Tons of information, and it again is the flexi binding.
What I don't understand about it is everybody's like just blue. That's the weird thing. So we have inventions.
Story of inventions. Now they have the story of, I believe, science and astronomy as well. Astronomy. There's a couple of them as well. I have story of inventions, and we use that because Evan, I ordered this for him a long time ago because he was obsessed with inventions. So I got this for him, and you can look in it.
This book I really, really like. Oh, they made those in the 17s? They had roller skates.
The next one is the World of Animals and the Living World Encyclopedia.
And also a flexi book.
Yep, flexi binding. Lots and lots of information. Lots
These
of
are
captivating
pretty cool.
pictures.
Some of them they say like
Lots of stuff.
yeah, and so right here it says Asia, and you can see all where they live. So like which parts of the state they live in.
Yeah. All right, Living World Encyclopedia. And that's just that. It's an encyclopedia of all things living world.
That one's pretty cool. Never seen that before.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. All right, and then we're going to go to Time Traveler, which is, again, it's like a history. Keep going.
This one I like too.
You like all of them. So that's cool. It just has a lot of information in it. It's pretty cool. And then, so we'll do these ones next. So we have Encyclopedia of Ancient Worlds. Now there's lots of encyclopedias.
Sorry.
Oops, sorry, I just hit you in the head with the camera. So go ahead and flip through. Tons and tons of things in this one. Now you can get library binding, which is a hardcover. I didn't. It was a lot more, so I just did the paperback, and they are plenty sturdy enough. And I've got a 4-year-old, 8-year-old, and a 9-year-old using these, and I have not had any issues with them.
That's cool. And creepy. And so not vegan.
Okay, world history, and there's a lot of these, so we'll just put them all out. Science. Well, now you can't even see through them. Okay, so these ones are the Illustrated Dictionary of Science. So these ones are exactly that, illustrated. So it's more of like cartoon drawings and stuff, but there's just, you can see how much information is in these books. It's out of control. And then I'll do these ones with littler kids. This one. The Geography Encyclopedia.
And I really, really love geography. It's one of my favorite subjects to do.
Yeah, that one has a lot. All right, and then the next ones are the illustrated. So we have first Illustrated Math, Illustrated Elementary Math, and Illustrated Dictionary of Math. And then we also have an illustrated science. I want to flip through those though. These are different than what you are looking at. I was saving them. So just do a quick flip through of these so we can see just lots and lots of information in all of these books. So by age you would start out with this one, and then you would go up to this one as second, and then the one he just put away is the third level one. You can also buy them all in a set, which I believe is how I did it.
That one.
I know that they're going to be growing into these things, so that's why. Can you hold it open for me just to see a little bit? So you can see, I mean, it's covers everything. There's lots of stuff in there, really cool colors and everything.
This one is the third or fourth.
We're almost done. Keep going. It's okay. This is the elementary science one, and again, it's, can you do it one more time a little slower? There you go. Lots and lots of science information in that one. And now we'll do some art. So we have fingerprint activities. There's a bunch of these out now.
Ross was just doing one a few days ago.
Yeah, he was. But you use the fingerprints on the side and you make, you know, different pictures and stuff.
Get a paper towel. Use, so they say make a cat. So get a blue and stamp it. And then get another blue stamp.
Yep, these are super cool.
And then you use permanent markers to draw.
You can draw on them and just make all kinds of things. So which ones do we have? We have animals and we have activities.
This one Bronxy was just doing the other day.
Yeah, you can tell Bronx was doing it because all the colors are mixed. See, you just add them. It's just something fun to do.
He was doing this a few days ago.
Yeah. So that's one they like for art. They also have this one.
Whoa.
This is the Art Ideas, and it's a spiral bound book again. And there's lots and lots of art ideas in there.
A lot of times I do this because I really like art too. So they give you ideas how to do it. You write that, and then you make all the windows.
Yep. 365 science activities. This is another one of our favorites.
Yep, I do this one a lot too. It's one of my favorites again.
Lots of just different science things in there, how to make things, different projects.
The arts and science kind of, these are actually pretty cool.
Tricky words to spell. Just open it up and flip through. This is just a practice book. We don't write in it, but that way it lasts, you know, for everybody. But we just have, it's got all the different words in there of things that are tricky to spell.
A year in my life.
These are the journals, so they can do a journal to keep a record of every year in their life. It gives them a different thing, or every day of a year. And they each have one of those, but we haven't done them yet.
This one is pretty fun too. This is Evan's. And so you get to pick your own airplane, your spaceship to make an airplane. So It shows a yellow, so you go in here. And then you follow the instructions. It says fold it like that, unfold, and fold that, fold it like that, and then it turns up into a glider.
So they have a ton of these paper airplanes, basically. That was just one of them. We have like 7 different ones, I think.
4.
We have 4?
Yeah.
Okay, I think they have...
Remember we had that random one, and
Yeah.
all of us got our own Easter one.
Yeah.
So
So
got
this
dragons,
is...
I got birds, Evan got planes.
Yeah. So this is not a math book, so this is just like a little workbooks. They have this is not a science book, and this is not another math book. So we haven't really done much in this yet.
This one I remember doing one day.
Yeah,
I did this.
Yeah, we started in this, but we haven't done a ton in it
But this
because
is when
some
I
of
was
it is
like-
more advanced.
This is when I was like 6 or 7.
Yeah, and some of it's more advanced, so we didn't do that. That would be a good one for you now.
Yep.
And then we have the wipe cleans, but I brought all of them, so we don't need that. Bronx did all these.
These ones
Okay,
are
so
pretty
grammar and
cool, yeah.
punctuation, telling the time, and times tables.
These ones, the lowercase letters.
Bronx already did all these, though.
First number.
No, these were already in his video is what I'm saying, so I don't need to do those again. All right, and then we'll just do these 3 here. and we're almost done.
And this is the one that I was talking about earlier.
Yep, that goes with your times tables book.
I'm trying to finish it. I am almost done. You can see that I am on which page?
So they have a bunch of these as well. We have telling the time and we have times tables. So they have stickers in them and all kinds of activities.
This is the other one that I was talking about earlier. This one is super fun.
Yeah, that one you just got. We just got this one, so there's only a couple pages done of it. But it comes with stickers and all kinds of things. Oh, are those the stickers? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So these are pretty cool. They're really cool for things that they're like stuck on or reluctant on.
Almost done.
Art activity book is another one, and it's all about different art things to teach them art. And there's some things in there. So that one's a cool one. And then the last ones we have are these puzzle books, and again, there's like 8 of these, and we have all 8, but I didn't bring all of them out here because I have to carry everything back into the schoolroom.
Yeah, this is super fun. So you go in it and you have to try getting through it.
And you can read the story and spot the differences, and they have just mazes and all kinds of things in there with a little story as well. And they're really fun books. Which ones do you have right there?
So we have
Island,
jungle, and mountain.
and they have, what do they have? Farm. They have. Do they have them on the back? I don't know. They're on the website, but there's a bunch of different ones. We have all of them. I just don't. I know farm is one of them. I don't remember. Oh, train I think is one. So those are all of them. Those are his favorites.
I got something over here.
Oh yeah, one more.
Big book of.
I don't know.
activities.
I wasn't gonna do that one actually because I don't know if that one's still on the website or not.
Yeah, this
That one I think is older. So
Yeah, I did this one before.
Yeah.
I really love it. So like it shows you how to draw a whale. So you make a circle like this, and then you put its tail on, a white dot, and eyes. You make its mouth. And then you make the water coming out. Bye. See you later.
hey, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. See you next time. Oh, jeez. Holy.
What?
Oh, that was long.
There's a lot of books.
All right. I'll take...